Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I want to get on here real quick and share a few really awesome visions that Jesus has given me. If I sound or look sick, that's because I am. So why am I up late and my kids are sleeping, sick and doing this? It's because I believe that the Lord wants me to share this, and I believe it's that urgent that He wants me to share it tonight. So, I should probably be in bed, but I'm trying to follow the Lord's leading on this. So, I want to share a couple really cool things with you guys. The first thing is, about a month ago, I could not sleep. I was laying there in bed just hours and hours and hours, and I could not sleep. And I felt the Lord tell me, I'm going to show you something that people will not believe when they hear it, but share it anyways. So, I was thinking about that and wondering, what is He going to show me that nobody will believe? And so I was just kind of waiting, like, okay, what is He going to show me? And then I got a vision that night of a hand, and it went. So the hand went 1, 5, 4, 1. And then I went to sleep. In the morning, I looked that up on Strong's Concordance, and that number is actually a Hebrew word which means to reveal. So He was telling me that He's going to show me something that people won't believe when they hear it, but to share it anyways. And then He gave me that number, which means to reveal. Okay, so all this time I've been waiting, and I didn't know what He was going to show me, but I knew that I needed to share it. And so I've been just kind of making sure in my heart that I'm willing. It's hard to share things if you know that people won't believe it when they hear it, but I want to be His servant, and I want to do what He tells me to do regardless of the outcome. So here are the two visions that He's given me, and I'm going to share those. The first vision was the day before yesterday, I believe, and it was the middle of the day. I was just taking care of kids, eating lunch, I think, doing life like normal. And then I suddenly got a vision of, it was like I was waking up and like kind of groggy, but waking up, and could see Jesus standing there and surrounded by His disciples and all the angels and all the saints, and every person in heaven was all lined up in this line, like as far as I could see both directions, and they're all facing me. And they were talking really excitedly amongst each other. And I was trying to listen for what they were saying. I didn't know what they were saying. And I knew that they were excited and they were all talking to each other. And then Jesus reached His hand over and it went like this over my face. So He was like this. And I knew that when He did that, He was hiding from me what they were saying. And so I wasn't able to tell what they were talking about because I wasn't supposed to know. But I knew that they were talking about something that they were excited about. And it was the feeling of, how somebody, when they have a surprise birthday for somebody, you kind of all are huddled up, hiding and talking really excitedly together, and they're about to come, we're going to surprise them, this is going to be so fun. It's kind of the feeling of that excitement right before that birthday person walks in the door. So that was the feeling I got from it. They're all lined up, ready. So that was the vision I got a couple nights ago. Last night I got another vision, and as I was getting ready for bed, I felt the Lord tell me, do you want me to show you something? And I was like, yes. Yes, I definitely do. So He said to my heart, okay, go lay down. So I was like, okay, am I gonna dream something? I have no idea. So I went and laid down. And as I did, it was like the feeling of getting on a roller coaster and, getting buckled into your seat and being like, this is going to be an exciting ride. I didn't know what He was going to show me, but I knew He was about to show me something. And so immediately after that, sorry, I do have a cold and I sound funny. I apologize. But it's right after that, I knew that I was, not physically, but in the spirit, I was up high, standing somewhere high above the earth, and Jesus was to my right. and he had his arm around me like this, and he had his other hand on my other shoulder. And he said, "What do you see?" And I looked, and I saw the earth. I saw about a quarter of the earth, like the curve of it. And it was like US and Canada. It was North America, and some of the oceans on each side. And as I looked, I saw black, really, really black, thick clouds begin covering the earth. And they got like thicker and thicker. But there were certain pockets in these clouds that were clear skies. And then I saw lightning coming straight down from the clouds, and it was like fingers coming out of the clouds, like striking the earth. And this wasn't just like normal lightning. It was, every single strike was cloud to ground lightning. And then right after that vision, he had his arm around me, and he just tilted me this direction and then showed me something else. The next thing that he showed me was, it was kind of like a collage of tons of different people around the earth and their reactions to something that had just happened. And they were all talking. And he slowly like zoomed in on each person for me so I could hear what they were saying. And they were saying things like, "What happened to them?" Or "Where did they go?" Or "What the heck happened?" People were saying, like, "How is this possible?" And one person said, "Where are my babies?" So, it was like I could see those people. I could hear even the sound of their voices. It was very clear. And all these different people, their reactions to something that had just happened. All these people who had disappeared. And then Jesus told me, he said, "Look down." And so I looked down at my feet, and I was standing on glass, like this massive glass floor that was high above the earth. It was very, very high up. And as I looked, I saw beautiful countryside, rolling hills and farms and trees, and it was so serene and peaceful and beautiful. And then suddenly I saw bombs begin to go off, and so many bombs just kept going off and going off until the smoke like billowed up and billowed up and billowed up, and it came to the point where my feet were. The smoke came all the way up to the glass, under the glass where I was standing, and it was thick gray smoke. And so that's it. That's all. So it's heavy, but it's exciting for believers. And I know what he was showing me. Like, I don't really think it was for me, because I already know that he's coming soon, and I've already had it confirmed from so many different people, and the Lord is speaking to so many people that this is all going to happen very, very soon. And so I'm like, why is he telling me this again? Like, I already know, but I think he's telling me so that I can share with you guys, and I think it's mainly for the people who are be left behind. So I have a message for the people who are left behind, that if, or when, really, when this happens, when you see those things in my visions happen, dark clouds, lightning, people disappearing, bombs going off, like, when those things happen, know that it was not some crazy alien abduction to, save the planet from climate change, is what I'm thinking people may start believing. That's not what it was. It was Jesus coming back for his bride, and judgment on planet Earth. And so when those things begin to happen and you see that, then just know, believe in Jesus, put your faith in him, and pursue him in your heart, and don't be afraid, because it's worth, you will go through some serious hard times, and it will be harder than anything you could have ever imagined going through. But hold on, because the short-term sacrifice is worth eternity in paradise with the Lord. So hang on. It's going to be horrific and horrible, but your eternity will be secure if you hang on and believe in him and endure till the end. So my message to you is, yes, it will be hard, and you will have to die, but what's awaiting you is so, so far beyond anything you can imagine, and it's so worth every bit of sacrifice here and now. And You have a host of angels and saints and even Jesus and the Father himself. And we will all be looking on and cheering you on and encouraging you and praying for you and rooting for you. So just know that we are all will be watching and rooting for you, and you can do this. And the Holy Spirit in you, will empower you to be able to do what you thought was impossible. So that's my message to you. If you're left behind and the rapture happens and these people disappear and all this crazy things start happening, then believe in Jesus. Believe in what he has done for you. Believe in his sacrifice for you. And hold on to that faith until the very end. And it won't be long. You may have to suffer, but it won't be long until you will meet him face to face and be with all of us, celebrating and rejoicing and being in paradise forever. So hang on. So that's my message. And I know that, it's heavy to think about judgment on the earth. It's heavy to think about the people left behind, but we have to warn people. And for the people that believe now, to choose to believe now before all this happens, even better. And what awaits us is nothing but good. And we may go through some testing before this happens, but it's coming very soon. And it's so soon that all of the angels and Jesus himself and all the saints are all lined up and ready at a moment's notice to come and get us out of here. So it's encouraging, it's exciting, and it's sobering. So I love you all, and yeah, I hope you're all doing very good. Have a really good night.